Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class that is English for grade 5. We are learning Unit 2. Its title is The Greatest Reformer. My fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, print it, follow it as it is or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today under the title of pronunciation skills, we are going to learn about silent letters and we'll cover page number 19 of your book. Before this, in English for grade 4, I have already taught you about silent letters. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch this video again. So today we'll learn further and we'll learn to pronounce and practice more words with silent letters such as T in switch and G in high. This is our today's essay. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Ala, verse 1, glorify the name of your Lord, the Most High. Yes, my dear children, this verse is a motivation for all of us to glorify, to do zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to say a lot of Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah. So all these are zikr. And when we say, it means we are glorifying Allah. And here, the Most High, this word has a silent G. So this is how the silent letters appear in words. So now you tell me, what do you know? What are silent letters? Pause the video and answer this question to your teacher. Yes, my dear students, I hope all of you have answered correctly. The silent letters are letters that are not pronounced in words even though they exist in the spellings. Means they exist in the spelling, but they are not pronounced. They are silent. Okay. So there are few words I'm going to share with you. This is silent T and the word is whistle. Here T is silent. Butcher, T is silent. Castle, T is silent. Silent G. Design, G is silent. Sign, G is silent. Clone, G is silent. So how these letters, though they are there in spellings, but how are they silent? We are going to learn the rules. Open your book on page number 19. It's mentioned here, pronunciation skills, silent H, G, T letters. Sometimes the letters T, G, and H are not pronounced in a word. For example, echo, design, which. So here, these three letters are silent. So what are the rules for silent G? Rule number 1, the G letter is not pronounced when it comes before N in a word. Okay, so whenever you see a word where G is present and it comes before N, means after G there is N, this G will be silent. For example, design. Now G is there and N is after G, so this G is silent and we will say it design. Foreign, sign, align, resign, assign, rain, clone, campaign. Okay, now my dear students, you see in all words we are not pronouncing this G. And why we are not pronouncing? Because the rule is when you find N after G, you will not say this G and directly you pronounce the sound N. All right. And the next rule for silent G is in GH, G is not pronounced when it comes after a vowel. What does it mean? GH is together. So you find this chunk is there. This G will be silent if before G you find a vowel. Okay? And what here you find I is there, so we'll say it high. This G will not be pronounced. All right. So there are more examples of silent G in GH in case when it comes after a vowel. And what those words are? Thought, thought. Now you see this GH, this chunk is there. And before this G, because there is a vowel, so you will not say this G. Daughter, light, might, sigh, right, fight, way, and wait. Now you see in all these cases, what is the rule? GH. First you see GH is together and before G there is a vowel. So we will not say this G. Again here before G there is a vowel and after G there is H. So this G is silent. So this rule applies to all these words. Next is T is silent in the following common English words. So what these words are? Listen, fasten, castle, often, whistle, soften, hasten, bustle, and gourmet. In all these words, letter T is silent. So in this way, we learned about silent letters. It's our activity time now. What we are going to do? Teacher will draw a line. A line is drawn on the class floor and one side of the line will be marked true and the other as false. The students are asked to stand on the line. Okay, this is the first arrangement. Teacher would pick a student and will say a word and ask if the word have a silent letter or not. Okay, teacher, this is the way you are going to arrange your classroom. In the open space, whatever space, if you don't have enough space in classroom, you may do this activity outside the classroom. What you will do, you will draw a line. One side you will write true, on the other side you will write false. Students will stand on this line. Now you may pick a child, say a word, and ask the child to identify is there a silent letter or not. What the child is supposed to do? First, the student will say the word aloud. This child will listen the word and will pronounce the word. And if the student thinks that the word has a silent letter, he or she has to jump to true side, otherwise on false side. If the student's assessment is wrong, he or she will be back to desk. And teacher can also add question which letter is silent in this word. So in this way, the students who will not be able to judge correctly, they will go back and let's see who remains there to win this game. All right, so this is the time to do this activity. Pause the video and enjoy this activity. Yes, my dear students, I hope you enjoyed thoroughly this activity and you were able to identify all silent letters because we have had enough practice. Good job. It's your practice from book. All of you open your book on page number 19. Here are the sentences and you have to identify the silent letters. So all of you just sit down, calm down and do this activity on your book. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job, you are smart. It's time for your homework. You will write 10 words with each silent letter, that is T, G and H. And I'm giving you this worksheet, my dear fellow teachers. This worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, links are given. You may click it, download it, print it, and kindly give a printed worksheet to my students for practice. And students, what you will do? In first part, you will rearrange these words. And secondly, you will pick a word and you will write a sentence. Thirdly, this list is in this box. You will find these words and by using these words, you will complete these sentences. So this is a thorough practice. I hope you are going to enjoy it. So what we have learned today, we learned the rules of silent G and we also learned about silent T. We pronounced and practiced words with silent letters. So in this way, we achieved our today's SLO, that is to pronounce and practice more words with silent letters such as T in switch and G in high. Are we done with it? Yes, that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep practicing, keep learning. Take very good care of yourself and the people around you. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.